Hey. So I'm playing against the storm. I'm playing against the storm on Xbox Gamepass, and it's kind of a city builder game, but it's not like any city builder game that I've played before. I've been really enjoying it. I've been playing it all week. I've been playing it for about 7 days now straight. Um, so I've completed some levels. I did the training. I would recommend doing the training before, and don't rush it. Just go through each level, and then when you finished your training you can level up here on the smouldering city, and then you click on these little tiles and you complete one tile and then you move on to the next tile and then you move on to the next tile. So I'm going to go this way. It seems to be that the tiles, I think they're getting a little bit harder now. I think I've done something like five or six tiles so far. And like I say, it really isn't a game like anything else that I've played before this. I love city builders, I love games like Caesar 3 and City Skylines and strategy games like Age of Empires and Football Manager and like loads of different stuff. So I chanced upon this game coming up upon a review, and I thought, oh, Against the Storm, what's that? And I read about it, and it piqued my interest. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to try this. Yeah, and like I say, I've been absolutely loving it. So here we go, let's play. I'm just going to choose my starting setup. Now, I've just unlocked the fox. I've never played with the fox before. Played with lizards, because you get different species. So you have lizards, beavers, humans, and harpies. And each species has its own quirks, what it likes, and what you need to provide for it. So let's have a look at the fox, because I don't know anything about this yet. Majestic and mysterious creatures, deeply connected to the forest. They have developed a symbiosis with blight rot through their long exposure to rainwater. Foxes are skilled scouts and feel comfortable cooperating with their own kind. They are highly susceptible to starvation, yet are immune to hostility. Well, that will be very useful, because hostility is what this game is all about. You want to keep that hostility down, folks. They need porridge, skewers, pickled goods, boots, incense, and tea. So my second option, I could go with 4 lizards, 4 scouts, or I could go with 4 foxes, or I could go with 8 foxes. I'm going to go with the first option, because I've never played with foxes before, and it looks like we get quite a lot of cool new bonuses to start with. So we get 20 pie, 20 berries, 20 fish, 20 reed, and 2 extra villagers. You get some fabric there, which is useful, but it's easy to make yourself. So now we need to pick our embarkation bonuses, our starting. I generally like to go with stone, because stone's very useful and you can't always quarry it. You can quarry it in the form of skeletons and clay. That's generally what I start with. But I'm just looking at... Oh, I've just got an alert through there. What's that? Hang on a second. Oh, hello. I've got a viewer. Okay, thank you. Cheers. Right, back to the game. I'm just going to carry on gaming for now. Meat obviously is good. Lizards love meat, so I'm kind of tempted with that one. Clay, you tend to get quite a lot of clay on this game, so I'll go with the meat for now. Maybe I should go with the logs. Oh, decisions. Can I get logs as well? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, logs are something you're going to burn through a lot on this game. I've noticed that you really need to make sure that you get the right amount of wood coming in, for your village. Forest mysteries. So because I'm an early player on this game, I'm just beginning. These are what I've got. So I've got royal woodlands, very lush and rich in timber. Trees give more wood. Cool. Aura of peace. After each storm comes a time of peace and regrowth. Gain 0.5 reputation points, which are really important for every dangerous or forbidden glade event you complete during this drizzle season. Right, that's fine. Do you know what, folks? I don't spend too much time reading through all this. I'm quite a quick player, so I'm going to just storm through the game like I normally do and just highlight some things that I think you will find useful, okay? So here we go. We can zoom in, we can zoom out. The controls are nice and easy. This is our warehouse. You can't move the warehouse. You can move other buildings, but there are certain buildings like the hearth, which provides all your heat and everything, essential building. Got a hearth worker there. You can't move these buildings, but all the other buildings you can move, and it's easy to pick them up and move them, and I'm going to show you that in a moment as I get into the game. But let's just have a little look. So what I always do to start with is I get a woodcutter's camp essential, and I generally start to bash it through to one of these glades, which I do by selecting the axe there, and we can clear these trees. So I'm just going to unpause the game because I'm playing it on not the easiest level, but on the second easiest level, and to be honest, that's been fine for me. There's been a few times when I thought, oh, but as I get better on the game, I'll probably increase the difficulty level, but for now I'm just happy just to do this because it's been so much fun, you know. So okay, so I'm building a forester's hut. What else? What resources have I got here? Have I got any food? And that's the next thing that I need. Great, I've got a broccoli patch. So for this, I'm going to need a small forager's camp, which is this green building here. Just plonk that. I just plonk it down, folks. You can build paths as well, which are very useful because your villages will move faster along the paths, and they're free to build. The only thing they do is take time. So to begin with, you've got a lot of spare hands, so we'll just get them building those those paths. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna get some food coming in. Now we need to assign the workers to this building, so we'll have a fox and a lizard on it. Same with the woodcutter, you need to put all your workers on it. Like I say, I've never played with a fox before, so I'm going to keep fox for exploration there. The woodcutter will produce resin, which is very useful, and plant fibre, again very useful, and eggs. Also, they'll find these little bits along the way. You won't get loads of these resources, but over time they do stack. Okay, so got them working away. Oh, I've got some things flashing up here. Right, cornerstone. Choose a cornerstone. We'll get to that in a minute. It's not essential. Choose an order. Queen's Envoy, wood delivery. So I need 35 wood to do this. In exchange I get 3 parts and 2 villages. Or I could choose this where I complete 1 trade route, deliver 3 pack of crops. I'm not sure about the trade routes thing. We normally have a trader that comes, but I've never seen that as an objective before. So I'm going to go for the one that I know I can definitely do. Okay, so I'm going to pick that one. Pick another. We don't have to pick these orders straight away, by the way, folks. This is something really important about the game. You need to kind of you can wait. You don't have to choose everything straight away. You can wait based on what you've got on your map, you know, because you will have different resources on different maps all the time. It's always varying. Complete trade. There's that trade routes one again. Events. I'm quite good at doing the glade events, so I'm probably just going to go with that. It's what I know as well, and I'll get tools, I'll get some planks, get some villagers. I can do that, that's fine. Oh look, this one I can deliver it already because I've already got the logs, so deliver that, get my prizes. And what's this order here? Let's have a look. Cut through the forest to discover 4 glades. Yep, that'll be fairly straightforward. We get a scouts pack. That's quite useful, that workers assigned to glade events can carry 5 more items, so that's cool, so I want that. Again, this is trade routes 1, I don't know it, so I'm just going to go with that for now. There's no rush to complete these, folks, but they do help because this red bar, that's a Queen's Impatience. You don't want that to go too far, but the most important stat you want to be monitoring is this hostility of the forest, because once that hits 100, you've lost the game, and it doesn't matter what you've done, what you've achieved, if that hostility grows. So we want to keep that hostility down by completing these missions, if the hostility grows, we can make some sacrifice. We can sacrifice some wood. So I'll just show you very quickly. If I put 1 wood there, see that? The hostility goes right down, which is very useful. Just pop it back up there for now. It's fine at the moment in the middle. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so we've got... So these are glades. So we're knocking through to 1 glade at the moment. We could knock through to another glade there. We've got plenty of workers. Oh, we need houses, right? Essential. Now, folks, at first when I started playing this game, I was like, oh, my houses need road access. No, they don't. No, they don't. You can just bung them up there, and you want to make sure that you have all of your like production resource buildings near your warehouse. You know, so your housing can go back here. It's fine. We're also going to build another woodcutter's camp. And I'm not sure if it makes any difference what way the buildings face. At first I thought it did, but I'm not sure it does. So I just plunk it down now, you know. Like I say, I'm quite a quick player. I like to kind of just flow through games quite quickly, you know. I don't get too bogged down in details. But so we're chopping down some woods there to that glade and that glade. That's fine. I always start with the easy glades that don't have, because when you get cut through to these dangerous glades, then they have a cursed object in the middle that you have to solve, you know. So I like to build up a little bit before I do that. Right, I'm just going to assign some workers to my woodcutter there. Let's choose a cornerstone. Each discovered small glade increases the working speed of scouts investigating glade event. That's a good one, that. By 50% for 180 seconds for any relations. Boost global resolve by 1 for every 3 levels of standing with other settlements in trade routes. Flame amulets. Ooh, that would be good. Hostility from woodcutters decreased by 6. We'll have that. Yeah, because the more woodcutters you have, excuse me, the more hostile. It's one of the look at that, one of the modifiers you can get. So if you've got woodcutters, you get extra hostility. So you don't want to be having too many woodcutters. Trader found. Oh, we found a trader. Right, I always pause it at this point because traders will pop up for a brief moment. So you've got a little bit of time to... I haven't really got anything that I want to trade at the moment. I can trade 2 of that wildfire essence because... I think because you only need 2 to set up a new hearth, and I can't see myself setting up more than 1 new hearth in this game, so I'm going to trade that. I'll get a lot for that. I'll get 5 amber. Have you got any food or anything like that? No, not really. Generally, when you see the traders early in the game, you don't have any food or anything that's... It's not really got much that I want. Maybe some planks. Let's do auto. Wow, that's good. Right, that's great. Now we've uncovered a little drizzlewing nest here, which the lizards will love. So we're just going to get a small trapper's camp, put that in there. Oh, no, I didn't mean to click on you. Sorry. Go away. Is this going to fit there? Yeah. So the trapper's camp, they'll collect the eggs. Oh, I need to unpause the game. How many workers have we got? We've got 3 workers. That's okay. We always want to have at least, you know, if we've got like lots of building to do to start with, it's nice you have 1 worker available and they'll carry out the building jobs, you know. Yeah, we're also going to need, and it's quite important quite early on, a crude workstation, because this will just rotate that by pressing R to rotate. That will make essential things like planks, fabric. I've not used pipes yet, I don't think, for anything on this game. So I won't bother with them. Bricks, just focus on planks and fabric for now. Just assign a worker to that. Let's put 2 workers on. So yeah, foxes. Well, what do they like? Trapper's camp needs a worker as well. I'm going to take the lizard off there and put them on the Trapper's camp. The lizards specialise in meat production and things like that. So I think they're good at fire as well. It's good to have a lizard running your fire, I think. Don't know. Alan Soulgazer, that's that trader, so that I think that trader's still there for now. Orders. Yeah. 2 glade events. So when I knock through to these dangerous glades, I'll complete a glade event, and then that'll knock off that problem solver task there. Oh, nice. I've got some eggs and veg here. That's good. I've only got 1 available worker at the moment, so I'm not really going to go and build any more structures at the moment. I'm just going to wait a little bit. You can adjust the speed on the game. I've been playing it times 1.5. That's been quite a good speed. Everybody's working away quite well. It might be an idea to put some path in here. Just they move a little bit quicker when they're on the paths, you know. Now choose a blueprint. You don't have to do this straight away, folks. You know, when I started playing this game, I was like, oh, I need to pick a blueprint now. No, you don't. You just wait and see what you need. So, for example, something that's going to make meat for the lizards, food for the lizards would be good. I don't know what fox is like yet. A lizard house? I don't know. Don't know about any of that yet. I'm not ready to build any of these kind of buildings yet anyway, so I'm just going to hang fire on that. Okay. I'm not collecting any rainwater at the moment. I'll do that in a bit. So as the game goes on, you're going to need to gather rainwater in a rain collector, and then that powers some of your industry buildings, you know. So yeah, I think you can get a little idea of how the game kind of levels up a bit. Yeah, I've not played anything like this, you know. It's really good. Oh, bad weather. They don't like it when the bad weather comes, so I'll just keep an eye on this hostility of the forest. Right, so I'm gonna cut through to some other glades now, I think. I'm happy with the resources we've got, although we don't seem to have any stone yet, or clay or anything, but if I knock through to this dangerous glade here, that might be quite good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my woodcutter's camp. Can I move it a bit closer? No, actually it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't cost anything to move these buildings, by the way, folks. So I just do it to get them closer to the resources that I'm going to be. There we go. That I'm going to be cutting down, you know, saving time. So they're going to be cutting through to this dangerous glade. So I've not got any villages coming through yet. Trade routes. Right. Now this is something that I don't really know. I need a trading post, obviously. Okay. Trade route panel. This is something that I've not done before. Obviously I've done the trading on the game, but not the trade routes. So that's something that I need to build a trading post. Just need to keep an eye on how much wood I've got, how many planks I've got, things like that. So I've got plenty of wood for now. Plenty of planks. Yeah, so let's build a trading post. That's city buildings. Trading post. Once you build a trading post, I don't think you can move it again. It doesn't need to be near any of the resource buildings, you know, any of the carrying buildings. So I generally put it out of the way. I think that's okay to do that. I could put it over here, for example. think that would be okay. Yeah, let's plonk it there. Trade's really cool in the game. You'll have a trader that comes and visits you about once every 10 minutes or so in the game. But you can see when they're building things, they just sort of cut through. I'm going to build some path here as well, because we will be going into this bit of the game, so you need to click on the path. I generally don't build stone paths. I haven't really got to that point yet. Oh, I've got villagers waiting. Cool. And another cornerstone to choose. Let's just have a look at this first. Protected trade, the forest recedes. That might be quite good. Hostility reduced by 15 points every time you sell goods worth 30 amber. But complex food needs grant one less resolve point. Market shift plan. Not seen this one before. Big strategic changes always come with an adjustment period. Every neighbouring town offers 2 more trade routes, but no trader will arrive in your settlement until you complete at least 3 trade routes. Traders currently staying in the settlement will leave immediately. Rooty ground. Do you know what? I don't really like the look of any of them. Can I re-roll? Or just decline? Should we do a re-roll? Okay, let's re-roll. Woodcutter's Prayer, I think that's a good one. If you want to take your first one wood production... Oh, lose all stored fuel upon picking this cornerstone. Crown is that's frequent caravans. I think that might be quite good, that frequent caravans one. Although, this could be good. Some woodworkers just can't stop working, gain 3 barrels for every 10 planks produced. Yeah, let's do that. It's nice and safe, you know. I tend to play it safe. Right, I've got some villagers waiting. I've got new orders waiting. Let's have a look at the orders. Just have a little nosy. 20 wine. 15 pottery. That should be fairly easy to get. 8 planks, 6 bricks, 6 fabrics. Let's have a look at the rewards. Workers who are assigned to a workplace that matches their comfort specialisation. That might be quite good. Receive an addition. Right, okay. Additional 2 resolve from the comfortable effect. I like the look of that, you know. I'm going to go with that. You don't have to pick these straight away. Again, folks, you can wait and see what one you think you're going to have more chance of completing. Cut through forest to discover 2 glades. Keep lizard resolve above 16 for 30 seconds. Fairly straightforward, those 2. You get 2 lizards, 10 amber, and 2 salted jerky, which lizards love. But here, the meat diet, we get 30 eggs plus 1 eggs production. That might be quite good. And 30 flour. I'm going to wait a minute before choosing one of them, I think. I'm going to welcome our new villagers. So, we've got a beaver and a fox. Let's go with those. And they're going to bring with them some insects, herbs, and some meat. Yeah, you can come to my village. So we'll need to build another shelter for them. Again, I just bang my shelters in there, and there we go. Let's cut through. Right, they're cutting through to this glade. Let's cut through to... Just going to move that. Oh, I've got a trader. I always get excited when I get a trader. I pause the game generally when I get a trader. Because look, they don't stay long. So pause. We've not really been building anything yet, folks. When you start to build stuff, make stuff, then you can sell stuff, you know, and get cool things in return. I generally buy quite a lot of food and stuff once the game gets going, but there's nothing there really really that I fancy. I want to keep everything that I've got here at the moment, so I'm just going to leave that trade for now. You can also get these little bonuses from the trader, which is quite cool at times, like perks and things, but they're quite expensive. Trade routes. Now this is something that I've not looked at before in the game. Smoldering City. Let's have. Can we open that up? Pay 5 amber to unlock an additional offer in this town. Desired goods. Right. Okay. So they want pack of provisions. They want pack of trade goods. I've not built any of these yet, but we'll get there with that. I haven't got any amber yet, so once I get some amber, then I'll go and open some trade routes. Not done that before, so I'm quite looking forward to that. So yeah, we're just going to let that trader go for now. And we're going to have a look how many workers we've got. 3 workers, so we could get another resource thing going. We could open up, get one of these, and start making some stuff. The luxury goods would be quite good, and the extra planks always come in handy. Pack of crops, fabric, pickled goods. Let's just have a look and see what the trade routes were wanting again, because I think luxury, oh no, it was trade goods and provisions. I think trade goods you can get on your, there's a basic building you can do, makeshift post, which does, oh no, it's pack of crops, pack of provisions, pack of building materials. So what shall we go with? Let's go with a carpenter. So, and it'll open up some more. Let's have a look and see any of these yet. A tea doctor. So these are like the big herbalist camp, the big fishing hut, the big foragers camp blueprint. When you start the game, you have the small versions of these, but as you come across more resources in the world, there will be large resources. So you need like an advanced herbalist camp, an advanced fishing hut, an advanced foragers camp. So I don't know yet what my large resources are going to be. So I'll maybe just hold up on that for now. There we go, and we can make get this makeshift post. Needs to be near the warehouse. There we go. And we can start making some stuff to sell anyway, because we're getting to that point in the game now where we're getting more workers coming in, so we can start to grow our industries a little bit more. Oh, right. Excellent. So they've cut through to a dangerous glade. So straight away we've got some things here that we can go and grab if we want. But first, I like to deal with the dangerous event first. Dangerous glade event. Let's have a look at the threats. Fishman rituals. Heavy clouds are gathering around the sacrifice totem. The storm's duration is increased by 100%, whilst drizzle and clearance seasons are decreased by 50%. So we're just going to pause this while we read this for now. Cleanup duty consequence 1 impatient point. So nothing too bad there, but it needs dealing with. You want to deal with these threats. You've got just over 12 minutes to deal with them. Now to do this, ritual of denial, whilst they're doing the ritual, blocks the ability to sacrifice goods in the hearth. And we need one of these. We haven't got any of those to do that. To burn it down, have we got anything? We've got some wood. We could burn it down with that. If we burn it down, we get the vessel of incense, and we get 2 ancient tablets, which might be quite useful. We can either sell those or use them to complete an order. Perform the ritual, though. We get harmony. Repurposed fishman magic can be very useful. But let's hope we don't suffer the same fate as the priestess Isabel. Increases global resolve by 3. Counts as 4 decorations. I like the sound of that. To do it, though, I'm going to need to get some ale or some wine or some training gear. And these are things that I should be able to get the ale. Now you see. I should have bought some ale off the market trader. I can make ale, but I've got to go through a process to do that. Just want to check the difficulty on that again. Now, there might be some ale or something in these caches. Oh, there's some wine. There's wine in this one. And I think I could use wine for this. Yes, I could. Right, so if I get this cache broken open, folks, this is what I love about this game, right? It's so cool. We can assign a worker to this straight away. The lizard. And we're going to break open with the stone that we got. You see, this is why I like to get the stone at the start, because you've got something that you can use straight away to break open these. Choose your reward, investigate, and let the workers just do their job. And they won't be long. You know, they'll get on with that. They have to carry the resources all the way up there. Luke's carrying the resources. So with my spare builder, if I build like a little path up here just to help them with that. As you work further away from your warehouse, folks, it's always good to build. You can build another little warehouse, say here. And then all the resources that the workers are doing on this part of the map, they will take to the warehouse here instead of having to carry them all the way over there. So we are getting a little bit further away now. That's something that I would look to do. Just have a look. We've got plenty of wood. How many planks? We've got 43 planks. How much is it to build a small warehouse? 2 bricks, 10 fabric, and 1 part, I think. So that's okay, actually. I haven't got any bricks. Damn. I needed to be making bricks. That was a bit silly. Right. Okay. And I haven't got any... Oh, there's some clay there. Right, excellent. Right. What we need... I'm running a bit behind. Is a stone cutter's camp. We'll have that here. And they will harvest the clay here. And then we can turn that into bricks. Okay, once we've got our bricks, then we can make our second warehouse up here. And loads of other stuff as well. The bricks are very useful. I've also got some berries up here, so I can have a little herbalist camp once I get some more workers coming in. So, 1 out of 2 glade events completed. Alright, so they've done that. That counts as a glade event. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realise that. I thought the glade events were these things here. There you go, you learn something new every day. That's cool. So they've completed that glade event, and what they're doing now is they're just carrying the wine back to the place. I'll let them finish that, and then once they've finished that glade event, we'll set them onto this one here, where they perform the ritual. But we'll just let them finish what they're doing first before we do that. So we've got a heavy rain. We'll just check the hostility. It's fine for now. It's running fine. There's no stress. I love this game. It's so cool. No gathering nodes near small trappers camp. Okay, that's no problem. We can move that. That's the small trappers camp. And we can move it over here where we've got some more eggs. Move. So they're doing their trapping. No gathering nodes near the foragers camp. Oh, we've got some roots over here. That's good. Move them to the roots. There we go. This woodcutter's here. What are they going through here? What have we got here? We've got a makeshift post, but we've got nobody working on it at the moment because we're running a bit low on staff. Oh, cornerstone. Silent looting. Your scouts have learned how to be cautious when looting abandoned caches. Every time you open or send an abandoned cache to the Citadel, hostility is lowered by 15 points. That's quite cool. I like the sound of that. From the ashes, an odd talisman made from the talons of a phoenix. Gain 2 wildfire essence for every 2 completed dangerous or forbidden glade events. Value-added tax specializes in a particular branch of commerce. Can bring a lot of profit. Packs of trade goods are worth 25% more when sold through trade routes or directly to traders. So that might be quite good. The silent looting could be good as well. Hostility is lowered. I'm going to go with that one. Because any time hostility is lowered, that's a good thing. So I think, yeah, they've completed that glade event now. So I'm going to ask them to do this one. I'm going to perform the ritual with the wine. And we'll assign fox and the lizard. Investigate. I think the foxes might be good. Yeah, they're good at the glade event, so it'd be good to have another fox working on that. So I'll take that fox off that woodwork. Replace him with a beaver, because the beavers are really good at woodwork. And put the fox. Take the lizard off there. Once he's done his job, I don't know if there's a way to speed this bit up, but if you click on it, or right, there he is. Finished his job, so I'm just going to replace him with another fox. That's good that the foxes complete the glade events faster. Because the glade events are quite important on this game. You'll be going through a lot. Oh, time to welcome new villagers. You don't always want to be welcoming newcomers. Again, this is something you need to balance with what you need. If you don't need the workers, hold fire, because the more people you have in your village, the more hostility goes up. But we're okay at the moment. We actually do need the workers. I'm going to go with this one. Coats and copper. Humans and beavers like the coats, and we do have a beaver. We've only got 1 beaver. We've got 5 lizards, and we've got 8 foxes. So that would give me 4 villagers, or I could go with these 4 here, but we'll go with the extra foxes, just because. And we'll get them to work straight away on this glade event if we can. Break open, we get some fish, we get some leather, we get a crate of bricks. Or we could send it to the Citadel and get some amber pouch and reputation, which is always good. What shall I go for? What shall I do, folks? I'm just going to pause and see if anybody... Okay. Decisions, you see. You have to make decisions in this game all the time. And sometimes you don't always make the right decisions. But I'm going to go with the resources, I think. I think resources are always good early on in the game. I've got just enough stone for that. I need to find some sea marrow or some stone to mine. This is a bit weird how it... Yeah, okay, choose a reward. We'll go with that. Investigate. So they're working on that. Now we can choose some more. Oh, we've got a delivery to make. Brilliant. That means we can carry 5 more items on glade events. We're going to get some bricks. We're going to get some planks. Yeah, brilliant. Right, let's pick another order. Fulfill your villager's need for eating jerky 40 times. Okay. Fairly straightforward. Let's keep lizards resolve above 16 for 30 seconds. Possibly. The The resolve's at 9 at the moment. I'll probably be quite a way off before I hit that. Decisions. Do you know what? I'm going to go with this one because Lizard's resolve is fairly straightforward to get up there. I think that's a better prize. You know, you get 2 lizards, you get 10 amber. Although you get the flour here and the eggs. You see, decisions. I'm not very good at making decisions. There you go. Just done it. Deliver 2 ancient tablets. That should be fairly straightforward because you pick them up when you do your glade events. Cut through forest to discover 2 glades. Yeah, I think I can do that. This one, farm field, can only be placed on fertile soil. It depends how many farm fields you get. You know, you don't have much control over that. Delivery pack of crops should be fairly straightforward. So you get 4 villages for that. Some mold supply. Parts. But you get tools for this one, and you get archaeological tools. Glades are examined more carefully. Gain 20 pottery every time you discover a new glade. I'm going to go with this one. And shall we pick these orders yet? Complete at least 2 events by making a decision on empathy. Deliver a 25 pack of trade goods. I'll probably go with this one. Yeah. There we go. So they'll just run happily in the background. You know, there's no real rush. You can see my hostilities going up now. I need to keep an eye on that. You know, once it gets into the 90s, it's time to start making some sacrifices. Yeah. So everything's running along okay at the moment, I think. Let's have a look at this. Makeshift post. The beavers are good at engineering. They're generally good to have in your makeshift post. I could do with some more housing. Each shelter houses 3 residents, I think. Let's check. Yeah. Or is it 6? 3 out of 6. No, yeah. 3 residents. 3 out of 3. Yeah. Oh, we've got a trader. Pause. What have we got? We're still not making much, you know. We're still not making much. Running a bit low on the meat. We need to start making some stuff, folks. And getting some things coming in. I'm going to keep my wood because wood is just like, you really need that on this game. We need to be more productive, basically. We're not being productive enough. That's my fault. So, oh, that's why, look. Pack of provisions. Let's make them out of eggs. I've been making them out of herbs, which I don't have. Yeah, that's something you need to do on this game, is change the recipes. Otherwise, you just won't be making stuff. Right. Can we assign anybody else on this gatherer's camp? Yes, we can. Can we make anything yet, like food-wise? No, right. Farm fields. Let's get some blueprints. Let's get some stuff together. Is that a big? That's a small route note. I'm just going to make a guess for this at the moment. I'm going to go with. Let's go with the foragers camp. Cool. Now we can make some stuff. I want to make some jerky for the lizards. Pack of provisions. Can I make those on the... Yeah, I can make those on that anyway, so that's fine. The kiln might be quite good here because it makes coal, which is useful for your fuel. Pickled goods and the wine would be good for the beavers. So either the kiln or the cellar. Let's go with the kiln. We can choose one of these now if we want, or we can wait a bit. Some of the glades that you knock through to will have abandoned buildings that you can rebuild as well, so that's quite useful. So you don't have to pick your buildings you know, your blueprints for your buildings all at once. Okay, let's play. I've completed that. Get my prizes for that. Points mean prizes. What's this? Trade routes. Ah. Available offers. Should we do that? Should we just do it so that we can say that we've done it? Active trade routes. That's fine. Okay, I'll get there with that. Yeah, I was having a look at the blueprints, but I think I've got enough for now. I'm going to build the kiln, start making some jerky and coal. Want that nice and close to the warehouse. I also need a rain collector. Gosh, I nearly forgot. So when it's storming and things, they'll collect the rain, because you get different types of rain that power different types of buildings. So for example, the crude workstation, rain engine, stormwater. Right, I'm going to pause this game and come back to it later on, I think. So this game, I'll just give you a little tip, folks. When you go to save the game, it doesn't have a save system like most games. So you'll save and quit. It'll save your progress where you are, and that's it. That's all you do. And then when you go back to play the game, you click play, and it will load up the game that you're on. So you don't get to save like multiple saves on the game. But it's actually quite cool because it streamlines it somehow. So yeah, I'm going to come back out of this again. Save and quit. You can abandon it if you want, but you know, I've never done that before. So yeah, that's my first stream of Against the Storm. I'm going to come out of the game for now, and I'm going to stop the stream. Thank you for watching, for tuning in. I'll also be uploading this video onto our YouTube channel in a bit as well. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, whatever you're doing.